We don't have any electricity. I know what you're thinking. The place is full of generators. Surely we're generating something. I got bad news for you. We're not generating electricity. There won't be a single light that you can see. The only light we have is like firelight, maybe, if you're lucky. I don't actually know. Somebody can prove me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we're doing the Lights Out event in Dead by Daylight. It's gonna be the usual group. No special guests. Just the normal guests. The usual guest. A non-special guest. But yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this ends on the 14th? Or is it just like the event? Or does the entire modifier go? But I'm pretty, like, from what I remember, it's just the event, but the modifier will stay, but I could be completely wrong about that. There's only one way to find out. But I am ready for the maximum spookage. Because from what I've seen, it's actually, you know, it's pretty intricate. You can't hear. I'm trying to see if I can find like an actual like list, but it's a pain in the butt to find on the Steam page. You can't hear gens, or no, you can hear gens, but you can't see like lights on them for obvious reasons. You can't see scratch marks. There is no tear radius. It's obviously dark, because who would have guessed that a modifier called Lights Out would be dark. You get no loadout. You get no items. You're just a naked survivor. You got nothing. You're just running around. Nothing. And I think that's it. I'm trying to find out. It doesn't mention anything about, like... Oh, there's no skill checks. And by skill checks, I mean, like, you can't see progression. I guess that's what I meant. Like, there's no progression bar. So, when you're doing a generator, you don't see anything happening. If you're healing somebody, you don't see anything progressing. And I think that might be it. That might be it. So, yeah, you have to obviously search chests more. Which... I definitely feel like there's a middle ground for this mode already, right? Because, like, having the no loadout thing is interesting, but I think it would be more interesting if they left in a lot of loadout stuff for, like, searching items. Like, it would be more interesting if they left out things that just associated with, like, you know, fast faulting and stuff like that. It would have been more interesting to see things get used that haven't been used. I just don't remember all the perks. Twitch yelling at me to connect to my Dead by Daylight account. There are drops, yes. If you watch for an hour, you can get hair and a body and like a pants outfit thing for Meg, I think. So if you are interested in a drop, then you would have to connect your account. Jacket or so. Yeah, I mean, basically, it's like a sleeveless hoodie jacket thing, maybe. Maybe it is like a full jacket. But if you're just interested in watching some spooky Dead by Daylight, because this is different. This isn't your usual Dead by Daylight. This is your special spooky Dead by Daylight. Because it's dark. It'll be all new. Which again, if it does leave by the 14th, that would be very sad. Because right now, I think I am seeing it as a limited time modifier. Which is just weird. Because, like, it seems like it would be more beneficial to leave it and then have, like, a modifier game mode. Literally or figuratively dark. Both? It is dark. It will be actually dark for everybody. It is the lights out game mode where it's obviously not like pitch black, but you can't see as far. It basically just makes the game a little bit more spooky, I guess. It's hard to describe. It is just dark. I feel like that's the easiest way to describe it. It's not like menacingly dark. It's not like gritty dark, if that's what you mean by figuratively. No, this is actually dark. It's like somebody turned off the lights. But yeah, apparently it was something that they, you know, They did like a survey asking for people like, hey, what game mode would you like us to implement? And it was crazy because they put like the whole 2v8 up there, and I can't imagine people didn't choose that over, you know, the fact that Lights Out got like the first modifier. It's obviously the easier thing to do. Like, hey, we just made it really dark. Like blood, guts, seeing your boyfriend, girlfriend get hooked. Well, the last part could happen if you're playing the game with your boyfriend slash girlfriend. Oh my god, they got hooked. We're like, it's not real, it's a video game. They're like, oh, thank god. But no, I don't think this game will ever be that M-rated where like hooking a person, you just see sprays of blood. And, oh! I don't think it'll ever be that M-rated. Because turns out behavior likes money. And the only way to get money is if your game doesn't get horrifically like censored and like unlisted in other countries. That and like sponsors and, you know, ads, and which is funny because I think this game is considered M, but it's definitely on the lighter end, and I don't think that'll ever change. I think the closest you get to like dark in that sense is like the Moris, but people don't do the Moris anymore. You don't really see them a lot. You just don't see them anymore. I'm apparently coughing a lot. But yeah. So just to reiterate, there are no loadouts. There are no scratch marks. There is no terror radius. There are no items. It's like you're playing bare bones. The Great Grand Soap is here. Welcome. You have arrived. You survived the bout of which you were in. But without further ado, I suppose, yeah, I will jump into Discord and load up Dead by Daylight for reasons. But yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Are you ready to not see any scratch marks?
Well, that's not a problem because we're playing as survivors.
I see you catch on quick.
Yeah, essentially it's like the killers are super gimped, but the survivors are also super gimped.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like fully immersive.
The one thing that I wish they did was you could keep your loadout for like opening boxes or like searching chests, because it just feels like
I didn't know there was no perks.
Yeah, there's no perks. You're a naked survivor and a naked killer. Yeah.
You gotten so used to aftercare that you're going to be like, "Where's my auras?"
A little bit, yeah. Well, that and like adrenaline, like I'm hurt, but somebody finished the last gen, and what we did, and like, ah, man.
Now the real question is, do you still get blood points for it?
That is a good question. I guess we'll find out.
Because that would be the determining factor if people are like, I'll play this for a day versus like, I'll play this for a month. Because if they're just like, I'm not getting any progression, they're going to be like,
I'm just going to move on. There's no point. I mean, it's a limited time event. So I could see people playing it for like the tome, because I think it is associated with a tome.
Jesus, it's about to go away too. We only got 2 days left on it. So I guess
It was like the 9th to the 14th. I don't know why they were like, yeah, we're doing this for like a week. That's it.
There's a whole tome dedicated to it too. I didn't know that. Jeez, I'm late to the party.
They really wanted you to jam it all in. I'm hoping though that it kind of stays or like extends, because if this is actually like a good game mode.
Yeah, they say it's limited, but like I feel like it might be limited now, but I think it's going to come back in the future as permanent.
Yeah, because it would be very annoying to be like, oh, this is really fun, and then it's like, well, we only have 2 days of it left. I have a feeling that people would get tired of it very quickly.
We're going purely for aesthetics at this point, since we can't even run perks.
That's true. Vittorio! He definitely looks the most aesthetically pleasing.
I got a pretty good Felix.
True. True. I think Felix was one of the first characters that people were drooling over.
With it being like so dark out, my dark suit is going to be like perfect.
That's true. Doing like a cosmetic game, I could see
a lot of Prestige 3 Claudettes. Just like the good old days.
Just like the good old days. Surprisingly, no. So we have a guy with a very colorful hat and a person wearing a white shirt.
The funny thing is, even though this removes so much stuff, you know there's still going to be people that are like, you're playing so toxic!
Oh, yeah. You're
like, how? I can't even see anything! I want to see the dredge.
Oh, yeah, like
what is Nightfall like with this?
Does it get darker? It's pitch black, I can't see.
We might have to, I don't know if you can kill your friends in this modifier. I was gonna say we might have to test it out before we go.
We could always attempt it.
Or we might come across a dredge, but seeing a dredge is like seeing the twins.
It's a rare sighting.
It doesn't happen that often.
It's like a unicorn. You'll only see one in your lifetime. If you're lucky.
I'm expecting a lot of stealth killers. I don't think there's a lot of huntresses or deathslingers that want to play on this game mode.
I think we'll be pleasantly surprised.
This generator already has some progress on it. I think they just give like a very small amount of progress to the generator so that you can at least hear it.
Yeah, I think it's like 5%. Like that's the minimum.
I keep forgetting there's no terror radius. I have to constantly be moving my mouse around.
Yeah. That is going to be the annoying part.
It's a Chucky.
Oh, well, fantastic. Small, pitch black. I didn't want to see him anyway.
He doesn't even have to go into hidey home mode. He can just walk up to you.
I mean, yeah, like that's gonna be impossible to see him. He's like a dot.
You can't see him when he's more than like 6 meters away from you.
He's like he could be standing. I thought Get away from me, you little doll.
Can you see where people are hooked?
Yeah, I can see you. Problem is, I don't want to obviously go.
Oh, it's okay. I forget what his name is. Ace is going for me. I love weed a lot. It's got me.
Ah, I was hoping I could like psych him out, but I love weed a lot. You know,
come on,
it's good that he has something that he can
be happy about.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta tell people, I love weed a lot. But then he added a 2. Apparently somebody stole 1. Who's I Love Weed a Lot 1? Your bright, colorful hat. I got hooked very short, like, ago. I feel like this is... this is gonna go bad. Is it just me? It's very sudden, like when you're in a chase and you're just hearing like the full crescendo. I guess I'm just gonna head towards this gen. I guess, yeah. You can heal me. I'm just slightly concerned about being healed. Because on the horizon, there'll be a doll.
We don't even have a counter that tells us how many generators are completed.
No. I did like one. I know that much.
I haven't been able to complete one because I've been getting interrupted so much.
I think I did the one in the shack, but... now I don't even know if that's true. I like, maybe I'm gaslighting myself. Not I Love Weed a Lot. No.
It kind of actually makes the game scary again.
Oh yeah. I definitely... I enjoy it. I could see this being a cool thing to keep, but I could see how people might not want to, like, keep playing it. Are you closer?
I'm kind of near Chucky, but I'm gonna go for it.
I'll unhook him. I was just by a gen that was like really close to being finished. Oh, he's very close.
He's like right there.
But he picked her up. It was something, I guess. I tried just to take a hit, slow him down. It's crazy because he's still going into hidey-ho mode.
Well, yeah, because he can do that dash.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I forgot he can't do it without doing it. Okay, apparently we're healing me. I accept your offering. We're not doing bad, though. I mean, it feels...
I can't tell how we're doing. I don't know how many gens
True. It just feels like a close game, but maybe I'm...
I can tell how he's doing.
He's very...
surprised it doesn't hide the hook counter.
True.
Hides everything else.
I guess I didn't finish it. I thought I did. I gaslit myself so hard. He stuffed you in a basement.
Oh, yep.
I'm hoping they're gonna get you.
Currently, no one is coming for me.
I'm doing a gen, but yeah, I guess I'll attempt it. Never mind.
They are not coming for me. Okay, now Dwight is coming, or whatever his name is, Ace. It looks like a Dwight with that outfit.
True, yeah.
Oh, and he's Chucky's now camping this, so I'm dead.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to go get you, but I guess I, like, was close. I was too close. Ah. He was so small I ran into him. He's Dwight in spirit. True. With having a hat like that. This is my life. I'm on a hook. Turns out, playing a guy who's like an inch tall, pretty good, you know? Pretty useful.
There's all kinds of like terrible combinations I'm thinking of, like the spirit with this.
Yeah.
Having no tear radius with the spirit, she'll just pop up right behind you.
True. Well, I wonder if you can still hear her, like, wispiness.
Bathing?
Yeah.
I don't know. They got rid of the Huntress's lullaby.
True. Woo, that was close. Turns out, Chucky does not like me.
I think he's just trying to secure kills at this point.
I mean, yeah. Bring around the rosy.
He'll never guess that I'm going around the rock again.
Bring around the rosy. It lasted longer than I thought it would.
It's probably because he's got to turn around.
and I never did. Now, can you see how many gens are done spectating?
No.
So it's just straight up like, you'll never know until the game is done.
Unless you like count how many times you hear that gen completion noise,
Yeah.
you're not gonna know. I'm okay with moving on to the next match instead of spectating them.
Yeah. Also, we did get blood points, so yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, we can move on. So first one was a Chucky, which I guess you could say is a stealth killer in his own way. He doesn't need to be a stealth killer. Let's see, we just have to change it up who we play every single game.
There should be a pick a random survivor button.
Yeah, why isn't there? What the heck, behavior? Pills here.
I may not be able to see the killer, but he can smell my cigarette.
I smell someone smoking. I feel like playing a Myers would be evil. Or like a Ghostface, like...
I don't think Myers would be good because he can't stalk you. I mean, he has to be like right next to you to be able to stalk you.
Oh, can he not like cheese it and like see through the darkness?
I don't think the killers can see through the darkness.
I just didn't know if the game would like... I don't know.
I'd have to try it with a lot of different killers.
Yeah, this does make you just kind of want to...
It'd be great for Trapper because you'll never see the bear trap before you step on it.
Yeah, you get like a couple seconds to judge the moment you'd hear the first bear trap, though. You'd be like, nobody is sprinting anymore.
You're gonna be walking the rest of the match.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be bad for Huntress and Trickster and Deathslinger.
Yeah.
And like
anything
Clown.
ranged base, yeah. Clown would be rough
Myers,
too.
because Myers has to stalk you from range. I don't think it'd be good for Ghostface because Ghostface's entire power is having no terror radius for the most part, so you know, it just makes him like a mouse one killer.
The only reason I thought it would be powerful is if their power basically cheats.
Negates the fog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they'd allow that, because then it'd be overpowered.
That would be overpowered.
You'd have no idea if he's stalking you. Now, I feel like I'd still like to go up against some Myers, because it would just feel thematic as heck.
Why do I hear boss music?
Come up and slash me. Mirror Myers. Oh, Mirror Myers would be really good on this, though.
Da-da. Da.
Yeah, because he can see your aura through the fog, even though you can't see him.
Oh, I didn't know this was that bright.
Treatment theater.
Now my freaking shirt's glow in the dark. I like lost you immediately. I looked at my shirt, looked around, you were gone. Which is...
That's why you can't get separated. The darkness consumes.
You've always got to watch your back.
I really feel like I'm just gonna get grabbed off a generator.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Steve strolling up with his sunglasses kind of freaked me out.
How does Doctor work? Because his shock only works if you're in his terror radius, but he has no terror radius. It's a Legion.
True. How does that work?
It's a Legion.
Legion would be pretty strong, because he can just see your heartbeat.
Yep.
Which kind of feels the same thing like Myers, though, where it's just like, that feels overpowered.
There's a lot of stuff that just sounds overpowered.
But yeah, because it's just like, I can see you, like, haha, take that. I guess I could see that being the reason why this game mode would suck, because it's just like... The tryhard. I mean, ironically, it'd be the same as any other game mode in this, where it's just like the tryhards make it unfun.
Yeah, because right now, from my initial impressions, which it's still very early to tell, we're only on the second match, but I feel like there's more advantages given towards the killer than there are survivors.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they can't see our scratch marks, and like, we don't have any perks, but they don't have any perks either.
Yeah.
And items aren't that important. But the fact that a Legion can just walk up to you with no terror radius is crazy.
I mean, yeah. But, like, he can see your heartbeat because of the whole, you know...
Deep Wounds, Feral Frenzy.
Yeah. Where the heck is he putting her? I'm constantly crying in pain. That was fast.
Can they still see the generator auras?
I think so.
Yeah, if they can still see the generator auras, that's just broken. Because then they know where we're at, while we can't tell where they're at.
Like they have to navigate. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they can. Jesus. Seeing a Steve run around the corner. I don't see this going well. This feels like one of those killers that it's like, this is the one that's trying to game it at their best. Like, yeah, this is my game.
Totally should play Legion.
Yeah. They're just over there being like, yeah, this is amazing. Maybe this is why it's a limited time event. Because it's like, well, we need to fix some tweaks and stuff, which, you know, I guess is fair, you know, to admit. It's like, yo, the game mode needs work. Like, it's not...
Linkster apparently does not like going up against Legion because he tried to off himself on the hook.
He's probably just not a fan of the game mode with Legion, which right now, neither am I. Because, yeah, like... I didn't hear a thing until he hit me. And then, yeah, he's just like, well, he's like, I'm done with this.
It feels impossible to even heal, too, because it's like, how the only way we can heal is by finding each other.
Well, the moment we heal...
we get injured again anyways.
Yeah, it just feels like you're fighting a plague.
I wonder how Plague would feel with this.
I don't know. Probably pretty spooky. You'd get like a huge spray and like if
Get
it
puked on in the dark.
yeah. That's a
It's gotta be
movie.
someone's fantasy.
That's a movie in itself. Puked on in the dark.
I really don't like the fact that
You're getting
there is
puked on?
nothing you can do to tell when he's nearby.
I mean, yeah.
Like, if you're sitting on a generator injured, you're just going to go down if he picks that generator.
I mean, that's basically what's happening for me. I'm
feel like I
okay
would've-
with it though. Like if he just like if I die right now, like I'd be
I feel like I would enjoy this more if you had, like, some small indicator that he looked in your direction for, like, a brief moment.
yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna go try to get you off the hook.
I say I'm gonna go hide in a locker and make him check every locker on the map.
That's good, because, wow, why is this just a little cubby hole of death? I'm gonna make you work for this kill. Hey, at least there's one good thing. You know he doesn't have barbecue and chili. You know he physically can't see you unless he does the whole chase mode thing.
He's probably just gonna hang out near the hook. That'd be the smart thing.
It would be crazy if he didn't. But sadly, I can't say. Because I can't hear him. But he did
Yep,
come
there
back
he is.
very quickly.
Alright, find the hatch if you can. I'm dead.
That'll be impossible. Or he's gonna... Oh no, he did pick you up. I was about to say, like, he's gonna, like, slug.
Oh god, if they slug on this game mode, I'm disconnecting.
That would be pretty bad. I'm to just kind of run around. We either found the hatch really quickly, or there's just no hatch. Which, knowing my luck, he just opened it really quickly. I don't even care. Pull me off it if you want.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back because apparently my girlfriend thinks that I left her coffee creamer in my car, so I need to go check.
Fair enough.
I'll be back in a moment.
Take me. Yeah, I don't know. Like that, like playing a Legion in this game mode is definitely like, I must win. I could be wrong. Maybe their power works differently, but I don't think it does. Who knows, though? Disturb 40 crows. I'm trying my best to disturb them. Sure. Wow, there's a lot of console players. This is the only people playing the event. It's people who play console. But I mean, yeah, like, hang on, is there like a when the lights go out, the real terror begins. Traverse the darkness with nothing but your own senses to guide you. No ability, no trinkets, and feel your way. Yeah, it'd be nice if there was like a more thorough, like, description. There was just a more thorough way of knowing. Also, this is the fancy Meg outfit that you can get by watching for 1 hour. It's got the Twitch colors. They definitely like their Twitch colors. But let's see. Is there a way that we could? No, I don't think we can. I'm trying to like remember the list of every killer. Dredge feels like it'd be very interesting. It'd be good spook factor. Same thing with Myers. Blight, I don't know, like, Blight would be interesting as well. But man, I bet you'd be bouncing off walls really easily. Because you just can't see. Like, you'd be heading in a direction and you just hit a wall because you're just going too fast. Same thing with like Hillbilly. The new and improved Hillbilly. Wraith feels strong, Trapper feels strong. I haven't even seen a Hellraiser or Pinhead or whatever the heck they want to call him. Like in the base game, so I don't even know if he'd be good in the event. I don't think he would. Man, trying to think of every single killer is a task in itself. The artist, the alien might be actually be pretty good. Demogorgon would be good. Because, doesn't Demogorgon, like, if you mess with the hole...
Alright, I'm back.
I'm trying to remember, if, for Demogorgon, if you mess with their portal hole, doesn't it, like, give them a notification?
When he's opening up his mouth to do a leap attack, he gets a notification if you're messing with the portal.
So
but it's not until he opens his mouth.
He might be kind of strong, but people would just not touch the portals.
But then he can just teleport to the portals and not have a terror radius the whole time, so
True.
you never know where he's at.
He would be hard to pin down.
His portals would be hard to find as well.
I was like going through the list of every killer, and I was like, who would be good and who would be... Like, Pyramid Head would be pretty meh. Like, I don't think he would have anything crazy. And then Pinhead. I don't even see him in the normal game, so I don't think he would be good. There's so many killers that it's like, it's impossible.
Pinhead, I feel like, would be very difficult to play on this mode because it's like you can't use his chain power.
Yeah, you couldn't see. Sergeant Friendzone. Oof. You're a sergeant of that?
Salute you.
Sir, yes, sir.
I like your purple jacket and your purple pants. That's a nice mixture there.
If you watch for 1 hour on Twitch and link your account, you too can obtain these drops. I will say that for being a Twitch drop, it actually isn't a half bad outfit. I thought it was going to be a lot lamer looking when I saw the
It's like a purple coat with some nice like white fur.
Yeah, it's got like the white fur at the brim and all that. I was expecting some like Twitch logo-esque like plastered on the back. Yeah. Whoa, I got this on... It's a plague. I got this on Twitch. Whoa. But no, it's actually...
Okay, so there's still chests, so we can still get items.
Yeah. But you're spending precious, precious time. You're touching a chest instead. I thought I heard a Jinn, and then I just didn't hear anything. Like, I just...
The one nice thing is that she's wearing, like, a super, like, refractive outfit, so I can see this plague.
For miles. But now when people hear me cough, they'll think I'm the plague. They'll be like, oh my god. I bet the plague will kind of suck to go up against.
This ain't so bad because I can still see all the fountains highlighted.
I wonder how loud my coughing is. But can she hear me from here? Like, I'm pretty close to where she hooked you. I thought I saw her legs.
He's wearing a very glowing blight outfit.
We're all injured. Oh my god! Where the heck did you come from? Ow. I dropped like a sack of potatoes. She may be bright, but she's still good at stealth. She keeps she's doing very well at finding, like, we're all just kind of chaining off of each other. I believe in Sergeant Friendzone. He can wiggle out. I don't know if I should touch this Jinn. I think this is the one he was on. Yeah. I'm a fool. Just immediately came back to it. Was that the sound of a corrupted pool I hear?
Me cleansing a pool. And I haven't heard her drink it yet.
No, but she went in a direction pretty, like, I don't know. It seemed like she knew where it was. Like, she went straight. I could be wrong. The plague might actually be pretty strong with this game mode, because the moment she bumps into you, you're so close to her that it's just like, you know, like there's nothing you can do about it.
Ate a damn locker.
Yeah, probably. For some reason, I thought we could heal.
David's not even moving, so I think he just gave up.
Probably. That's not unusual, I noticed, in this game anymore. You have like one minor inconvenience and you're like, I'm done. I'm tired of this bullcrap. I'm gonna go this way. Apparently I can find her better than she can find me. What kind, like, like I don't even understand how that happened. I thought she would have went straight towards where where he was, where David was, but nope. She was right around the corner. That one was rough. I'll say bad luck for me, you know. I'm not sensing any, like, try-hard, like...
I mean, it's still very early to tell, but I just feel like it's so killer-sided.
It does feel, because, yeah, like, the killers have powers and stuff. And so, without any loadout for the survivors, you're basically just, yeah, like... The only way you can min-max it is if you're like, oh, who's, like, the quiet survivor? Or, like, wearing really dark clothes. But I feel like that's not gonna be enough to, like, change anything if you're going up against a Wraith that can just zoom around the map. Plague just feels strong in this game mode because, yeah, like, when you're so close to her and you're like, okay, I'm gonna turn around and run away, she can still, like, she can projectile that stuff to the point where it's like, it doesn't matter, you're already, you know, you're within shotgun range.
I think the fact that I don't leave scratch marks is the only thing that saved me there.
I think so, yeah. Plus, she might be doing the whole, like, you're already dead.
I'm still following you, hee hee.
I'm right behind you. And then she just instant transmissions behind you.
That's why I'm worried about the spirit.
They're both, or, yeah, they're both working on,
Nurse.
Now Jake is... Oh yeah, Nurse. Like, that would be rough.
This map doesn't even work.
But then again...
The map doesn't work. It's just a broken item.
That's nice. Having... I found a map, guys! And it's just blank. Son of...
I think it's time for me to find the hatch.
I think so. Sergeant Friendzone, I think, I think he just kind of ran up to her. I think he was just like, take me! I can't live like this! Is there a hatch, though?
It's right next to me.
I guess so, yeah. I guess that Legion...
Lucky.
Yeah, that Legion just got really lucky on the last game, because the moment the unhook happened, it was just, or the hook happened, it was just like, whoop, closes. Sure, I'll still give out the GGs.
Mine all caps. GG.
GG. Well, it's for Great Grand, you know. That's actually what you're typing.
Grand game.
That was a great grand game.
Are
but
you mocking me?
Yes. I will say that, yeah, I guess it's a little early to say for, like...
But hey, at least we're getting 150% extra blood points.
True. That, and it's just fun to do something different. I'm not gonna care about the challenges. I apparently completed one, but now I just have this very bright yellow, like, fast...
I want to keep switching it up.
Yeah. I mean, might as well. I'm not gonna do it once we go back to the normal game. Let's go to Kate. She's got some fancy duds.
I'm Digger Jake.
I'm Mad Max Jake.
I just dig. I dig the whole day through.
Leon Kennedy will save us.
I thought you were Leon for a second there. I know you said you're Kate, but my mind didn't register it. And so I was like, you bought the Resident Evil DLC?
Yes. Didn't you know? What a weird thing for, like, that'd be a weird thing for me to do.
I'm a huge Nemesis fan, says Paul, and I'm like, since when?
Barely plays Dead by Daylight anymore. Yeah, I bought all the killers and survivors. Nah, if I bought any of them now, it would be through just natural progression and the shards and whatnot.
The funniest thing about Persona 3 Reload is that you can buy DLC personas, and they're not even hiding the fact that they're pay to win, because most of them have a passive skill which increases their element attack, whatever their element is, fire, ice, water, electric, and it increases it by 75%.
Jeez.
The highest that you can get in the base game is 50% increase, and that's at late game. So you can get like 75% increase at level 1.
It's for the people that are like, have already beaten Persona and they're just like, yeah, I just kind of want to blast through it or something.
If it's your very first time playing the game, I would definitely say, like, don't buy any of the DLC personas.
It definitely sounds like...
I've beaten that game, not the Reload, because Reload's brand new.
Yeah.
But Persona 3, I've beaten, like, 15 times or something like that in my lifetime. So, like, I know the story, like, the back of my hand. It's just experiencing the remake gameplay and everything.
Yeah. Which playing it on an easier difficulty would make sense for that, because you're just like, yeah, I just want to see, you know, just trying to blast through it and get through like all the content. But yeah, for any brand new person, like, wow, this game's baby mode. It's just like, yeah, because you're using this.
The remake is already easier because they have ultimate attacks for every character, and that didn't exist in the original. You didn't get like a super ultimate, you just had like your regular skills.
But now you can have an ultimate with 75%.
No, they don't stack on each other, thankfully.
Dang.
Essentially, the way it works is you slowly build your ultimate up over the courses of many battles, and then you can just unleash it on like a big battle that you're saving it for.
Which never hurts. Yeah.
It just turns boss battles into a joke.
We did it, guys. We beat it.
Like, there was someone that uploaded footage of them fighting the final boss of the game, and they got it so that all 4 members of their party saved up their ultimates for the final boss. And so then they unleashed it when the final boss was at half health and he killed him. And people are like, you shouldn't be able to wipe out the boss when they're at half health.
You shouldn't be able to do that. It was your friend that was talking. I was like, this is another guy? His voice is different. Yes. Doing I'd never done Dead by Daylight on stream just by myself. I always do.
You did. You played Killer.
I think I did it once, maybe?
Yeah, you were doing like Huntress or Clown or something.
Something like that, maybe. I don't remember. There might be a VOD out there of it.
I mean, it was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
2020 or something.
I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. I think there's a what's going on with Final Fantasy XIV? I think it's just a Valentine's Day event. I think.
Is that one the MMO?
Yeah. Listening to Paco de Lucia. I don't remember all the musics.
I think Steam should sell all of the adult-only games on sale for Valentine's Day.
That is a good ad tactic, you know. Alone this Valentine's Day.
Play Orc Massage.
Play God knows what, because there's probably so many.
I wouldn't know because I've not selected that tab to be on in my search settings.
Godfather of Flamenco. True. I mean, like, I think I have it open, but, like, I don't really see a lot of them, but I also don't really pay attention to them either. I'm ready for spooks. feel like guitarists listen to him. I don't mind some good, like, solos and what. Did Alan just... Where the heck did Alan go? Did
Myers.
he just run by me?
It's a Myers.
I guess we'll find out if he can stalk, or whatever the heck they want to call it, through the darkness.
I don't know if it's Mirror Myers or a Stalky Myers.
True.
Like, I think Mirror Myers would actually be good on this.
When he slowly approaches.
Sounds like he's successfully stalking someone.
Pure guitar masturbation. That's an interesting description for it. Also, yeah, I see that Twitch is yelling about automod. Turns out masturbation is a thing that automod detects.
I think that's fair.
True. Somebody can allow it, though, I feel like.
In the context of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If some guy just came in the chat like, guess what I just did? I'd be like, no, you can leave. Oh, God! It's right there, Paul!
We are not allowed to speak soon. In 5 years, we can only say yes. No, somehow that would still be, in other words, we are bad.
Spooky.
But did he stalk you in order to do that?
Yes, he did. He stalked me, and I think he went and got David.
Man. So he is also a strong one. He's kind of a... He's a beefy boy when it comes to... For me, automod is more or less just used just in case I don't catch anything. Because, yeah, obviously you do get people who are like, oh, I can say anything I want, and then they're just like... just like a stream of obscenities, like...
Anytime that you have like a live gathering for chat on the internet, you run the risk of some person that has no filter on their mouth.
I can take advantage of this. Wow, I like saw a brief second of him, but I like looked away for a second. Take me to the hook. Wow, you didn't even try to chase David or Alan Wake or whoever the heck. You didn't even try. He just wants me. I'm the closest thing to Laurie Strode that he has. I would not be surprised if he's just stalking in the dark over there.
So you can see his red stain within his stalking range, but you can't see him.
Well, I'm assuming...
You can see a little red light that just pops up.
All I know is that he showed up pretty fast when
You're just getting farmed.
Basically.
Good job, David.
You know, I guess I'll go for an unhook. Maybe. I want to see where... Wow, just a couple feet apart, huh?
Devs were like, this is great hook placement.
We're doing great work here.
We have to make sure that wiggle bar can never go above 50%.
Why are you freaking blocking? Like, okay, like this is what makes this game mode bad. Is like the super try-hardy, like Because some part of me feels like that's what's happening here, is that this guy's like, yeah, like he's having the time of his life being able to get away with what he's doing.
I mean, you realize we've never even, like, gotten all the generators started yet.
I mean, yeah, like I don't even think we,
we haven't won a match, and we have never even gotten the exit gate started.
Whoops, I pushed continue. I meant to spectate. Is that Steve-O you're talking to?
I get that a lot.
That would be impressive.
Like, you have no idea how much I hear that.
You would have no... You wouldn't be able to comprehend. You know, I guess that's not the worst thing to be called compared to the last thing you were called.
Something like,
it was like...
I don't know, last person was really offensive.
Well, maybe you've had someone else, but on stream, the last thing I think I remember was like Elmo Smoker?
Yes, that was the one. Yeah. Why does he sound like Elmo smoking?
Yeah, it's just like, that's very specific. Like, that's very...
What kind of Sesame Street are you watching?
What are you watching? Steve-O is great. You know, Steve-O is great. He's done quite a bit.
No, I don't mind, like, people saying my voice sounds like Steve-O. I just hear it a lot. It's kind of like if you have, like, bright blue eyes and someone's like, you got nice eyes, and you're like, yeah thanks.
It's like, oh, you didn't like the compliment? And it's like, no, it's the same compliment, yeah.
Myers is just staring at me. I wish you could see this.
Yeah, I done
very
goofed.
Immersed.
I'm pretty sure that's how he was playing.
I don't mean like stalking, like he knocked me on the ground, and then he was just staring at my corpse on the ground.
He's like, yes, perfect. Yeah, I done goofed. I accidentally continued instead of spectated. I was just I was in such a rage. Clearly, I was so
just get me out of here!
Yeah, I was just slamming the keyboard. Get me out of here!
Well, spoilers, he killed all of us.
I kind of figured he was doing a very good job. Which, you know,
I
again...
think we got 3 generators done.
I wouldn't know. I never touched one. Or no, that's not true. I touched one, got found, and then never touched one ever again. Because every time I would get unhooked, he would appear like a shadow in the night. And basically chase me down, and I would just go down again. And I did a few things. I did a few good things. I was able to unhook. I unhooked a few people. I think one was a farm, though. Or no, I unhooked one person, and then the second, I was a distraction. Then I died. Well, Kate was bad luck. I played Kate, and I just freaking died immediately. Where in the America are you from? I am from Ohio.
I, too, am from the land known as Ohio.
God bless America. No, just... This has got to be the one. This has got to be the, like, chill game, right?
Where he just lets us do all the gens.
Yeah, where he does like, a couple good spooks, but still, like, you know, plays fun, but fair.
I feel like that shirt would be, like, so bright on these dark maps. So I gotta go with the purple.
I feel like this shirt is the one that I'm wearing.
Yes, it will be.
I'll go for her, for her generic. The killer sees that and they're like, "Oh, so I see how you play." Look, I already know that I'm gonna die first, so you know, maybe I should just go for the fashion and you know, just lean into it more.
I wonder if you could still hear Nemesis's massive sounding footsteps.
Oh, you got to, right? That seems.
Or if he just walks like as quiet as a Myers,
He's
punches you in the face.
He's tiptoeing. He's silent as a ballerina. Treatment Theater. We keep getting this map.
I wonder if they haven't set this for every map.
Treatment Theater?
There's only like certain maps that are on this mode.
I could see them narrowing it down.
Like, they're like, no. Oh, it's a freaking doctor.
It's a doctor. Well, I guess you know how it kind of works now.
I guess you don't have to be in his terror radius. He still shocks you within that range.
Yeah. So he can kind of guess where you are. I know there's a Jin back there, but I'm hoping he's
My guess is the way they programmed it is they still have a terror radius. They just turned off the audio for it.
That's what I would assume. I mean,
all
yeah,
that stuff's still working in the background. It just doesn't play noise.
It's just muted.
Yeah.
Somebody done turned off all the music.
So you can probably still run Impossible Skill Check Doctor right now, and you wouldn't even know it.
Well, you can't have skill. You know, you can't have like. You can't put perks on and all that.
Oh yeah.
Thank God. Could you imagine? They're like, yeah, you can still have perks. It's not going great over there, it sounds like. But I think me and... Or no, it's just me. I thought Fang was over here. I'm just trying to do a Jin. I'm just trying to help contribute. I know I'm gonna die, so I have to assist where I can. I thought that was literally a Jin next to a Jin. This is really bad, though, for people that don't memorize maps, because, like, right now, I feel like I'm just, like, lost. Just got a Gen Rush. That's a doctor. My hope is that he doesn't walk this way. God dang it. Flee, lady, flee! Cheese it! It definitely makes matches tenser. I will say that.
Yeah, I'm so quiet because I'm so focused on just trying to get all the generators started.
I thought I could jump, but I was too shell-shocked.
Not being able to see the generator progress bar just makes it feel like it's so much slower.
Oh yeah. Man. That was rough. But at least Fang didn't get hooked twice. That would have sucked. Especially after unhooking her. Being like, okay, you're just dead.
One of them's about to go down.
I have so many people coming to my aid.
I haven't even seen him yet.
And they're all going to die because of it. Because, yeah. They all, like, 2 of them came over here while wounded. Well, he'll probably chase me, so you'll have a chance to pick up somebody. Well, nope, never mind. There's no way that, Oof. This is gonna be a close one. What? Apparently, dropping a pallet is an action that requires, like, a good solid minute. Well, no, I didn't even get shocked. Like, I was right next to it trying to drop it, and it was just like, nah. It was like, no, thank you. You don't have the manpower to drop this pallet. We're dropping like flies, man. It's not going great. Guess I'll try to snap out of it. I'm freaking out, man. I saw like a funny doctor with a big stick.
Well, personally, I know that I completed 2 generators. I'm not sure how much other people have completed.
I completed 1. And then I touched 1.
So I'm assuming I'm probably on the last one, unless the other survivors did literally nothing, which is possible.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, anything's possible. It doesn't feel like we're close. So I'll try to... Problem is, I don't want to just, like, run in that direction. I guess I'll give it a couple seconds, and... Okay. Now that he just found her immediately.
Heal me.
Might as well. I'll give you a fighting chance. And then there's a gen. That was the gen that I touched once, I think.
I'm on a screen, by the way.
Cool.
In Madness 3. Yeah! Now he knows where we are.
Or does he? He'll never suspect that we stand in the same place. Oh yeah, she's
That'd
dead.
be hilarious if that's actually what he was thinking. Like, there's no way they're still there.
They would never just stand in the same spot. Hey, leave me alone. Go be a doctor to someone who wants your health care.
Oh, hey.
That's strange. He basically had me, and then he was just like, you! He just switched immediately and went to you. The hallucinations are pretty spooky. When you have no terror radius. What if he just played like that? He just didn't stand, like he just stood still in a spot and waited. I'm trying to finish a gen. I don't know how close I am. Not that it'll matter. I don't even think I'm remotely close.
You can see the pistons that tell you like the progress.
Maybe like half.
Or 4 pistons moving, 3, 2, or 1.
2 are moving really fast. 3 are moving. Like the third one's moving. Ow.
That doesn't matter. You're pretty much dead now.
I mean, yeah. I kind of expected.
I think at this point I'm just wanting to actually like start all the generators because
I mean, yeah.
if like the fact that we can't even get all the generators started is like, dang, dude.
I mean,
Did you
yeah.
mean to do that?
What, snap out of it? I mean, at that point,
Yeah.
what the heck else did I have? Like, I wasn't gonna run from him. Like,
it was just funny to see
Yeah.
you snap out of it right in front of me. You're like, hold on, man, this stuff's crazy.
I'm getting spooked, man. There's like, I will say that, like, right now I am feeling a bit of like an unbalanced gameplay. It's fun, it changes up things, but like, it's like, unless you have like a good team with you, it just feels like certain killers have a very blatant, like, I mean, again, like, they can find you easier.
Yeah, I still think it's a really good idea.
Oh, yeah.
But there needs to be some small tweaks, I think, if they bring it to, like, being a permanent thing. Like, there needs to be some kind of spine chill that tells you, like, when they're within probably, like, 16 meters of you, like, hey, they're nearby or something.
I mean, something, yeah.
It doesn't even have to be that they're looking at you, because maybe that would be too overpowered. Like, just something like they're in a 16-meter tear radius around you, so you know that they're at least nearby. Because right now it just feels like if they can see generators, then
Which
they
I'm
just
assuming
know...
they can. I'm not sure.
I don't know if they can or not.
I don't see why they wouldn't. Because that's like base kit stuff of like... Because it's like the whole like seeing hooks thing. Like, you know, how would
I know
they
they can
find
see
them?
hooks because they're walking right to them when they pick us up.
Yeah. The only way would be is if we did a very quick survive with friends. And just basically saw. We ask the killer after every round, hey, can you see gens? Oh, true, I have to change it. I have to change up. I have to change to some other very interesting character that I have. Like... White.
White.
And then that guy immediately left when I
He was like, oh, it's white, I'm out of
heck
here.
nah, I'm out of here. It was a little coincidental, I'm not gonna lie. Nobody's ever gonna find that Jonah. Just this bright red. I'm blending into the background because of all the blood.
That Jonah.
Wearing like a masquerade mask.
Why does that masquerade mask look like it has like steampunk goggles? Like it looks like something out of Dishonored.
Yeah, it's like bright blue eyes.
It looks like something that should belong on that Survivor that came with the Singularity chapter.
Oh yeah.
Gabriel Soma, I think is his name.
It does make him look a little weird. Just like
I only hear talking about him.
Yeah. It's like fine. This red matches like blood better anyway. They won't be able to see me.
Not seeing the offerings come up has thrown me off.
True.
I'm like, why have we had 5 games in a row with no offerings?
Well, that and like the perks too, because yeah, it's just like this killer is moving with purpose. He must have barbecue and chili, and it's like, oh no, he's just like just moving in a direction. Like there's no
He's like, if I run in the dark long enough, I'm bound to run into
I'm
someone.
bound to hit something. You have to believe.
This is the one. We're gonna start all the generators.
Yes. This is the winning. This is our winning streak.
And then we're gonna get a hillbilly with no terror radio. Some of these just sound bad. Like, imagine if
yeah.
I mean, you probably can still hear the chainsaw, so that's probably the only thing. You're like, is that a chainsaw coming towards me?
Well, that's what I was thinking, because, like, yeah, like, the cannibal, like, the whole Bubba thing, it's like, you could probably hear the revving.
I feel like they shouldn't even have chase music when you're being chased. Just make it so immersive
Just
that it's
dead silent.
It's just silence as Bubba's going with his chainsaw. This is a great load time. I feel like someone disconnected.
He's gonna disconnect again. It's the same guy that disconnected last time.
I'm about to be the one that does it if someone else doesn't do it. This has just been loading forever.
Don't make me lag switch. Just...
How long do you think we'd have to sit on this loading screen until we decide that it's been too long? Like, it's
that's
like
a good question.
After an hour has passed, and we're like, it's got to be any minute now.
I feel it'd be like a good solid 15 minutes. Because 30 minutes. 30 minutes sounds way too long.
15 minutes sounds too long still. I'd say like
True.
8 minutes of on a loading screen, I'd be like, this is totally frozen. There we go.
We did it again.
Oh, something went wrong with my match. I never would have guessed.
Oh, dang. If only there was a way to fix that.
Something about this doesn't seem as stable as the live servers.
Something seems odd. Something seems off. It's because I was Dwight. Now that I'm Dwight, the games won't run.
I understand why Cheryl's Prestige 3 cosmetic, like her headpiece is so much more bloody than any other survivors. Like, it looks like she got like a cut above her eyebrow and it's literally, her face is drenched in blood.
I'm soaked in blood over here.
Like, seriously, if I compare this to Nia, let's see, her Prestige 3. Like, hers is like...
It feels like a fair amount, yeah.
Pretty bloody on, like, the right side of her face, and she's got a little bit of blood on her forehead. But Cheryl over here is like... Oh, wait, that's not Cheryl.
Wait a minute.
Here we go. She's like, I seen some shit.
I guess, you know, she was in Silent Hill, you know? She has scenes. I've seen too much.
That's why she doesn't smile. She's like, have you seen the stuff I've seen?
Have you seen the horrors? They're having a really hard time deciding.
They have a lot of interesting outfits.
One's just straight up Alice in Wonderland. It's like a day at the beach. Never mind. Now it's just woman in shorts.
Woman at the beach, woman in shorts. Uh-oh. Which one is it?
Is she gonna change?
Woman is going to a bar to meet a friend.
But it's by the beach.
And a masquerade party.
It's like in between. It's a very weird bar, you know? It's one of those. It's a
masquerade party at the beach. But the bar's down the block.
The bar's down. I'm ready to disconnect again.
This is the game.
This is Lights Out.
Welcome to the new game mode, Lights Out, where you stare at a black screen the whole time.
I did say that I didn't pay the bill, and now the killer's mad. So yeah.
This is the dev saying that you don't give us enough money. We couldn't even afford to turn the lights on.
We couldn't even. That sounds like something the devs would say.
If you don't give us more money, this is the new game mode permanent.
We need.
Until we can afford the power bill.
It'll somehow you'll have to pay to get the mode back.
They're gonna be like, hey, so here's the thing: we don't want to make new Terra Ladies music, so we're just gonna get rid of all of it.
We don't care anymore.
And we also don't want to make new perks, so no more perks.
They're a genius.
People are like, what about all that money I spent?
They're like, thank you for spending it. Please buy more.
Now buy these new cosmetics where they have flashlights attached to them so you can see your friends from across the map.
They'll have
hey, look, we're going to get disconnected again.
I told you it's because I'm Dwight.
This is turning into a podcast. Okay. So now we got to think about.
I mean, you did kind of warn me of that, at least, where you're like, hey, the load times might be longer because there's not as many people. And
I'm going to start working on my Rubik's Cube.
You can't do that during a podcast. You can't.
Well, why not? I can have chat help me. We'll just post pictures of the cube.
How hard would that be to
right,
do?
Chat, which direction?
You can't see the Rubik's Cube, but you can describe it.
Okay, so there's one orange in the center. There's an... Oh, okay.
There's a disconnect. But we knew that was happening. It's just the one killer who's just like, God dang it.
This guy from Zimbabwe is like, why won't the both connect? Why does it disconnect every time?
It's all the way in Australia.
Crikey, mate, I can't connect to the server. Maybe it's like something about our outfit combination. Like, it isn't like how bloody Cheryl is. Let's clean up her face.
That just looks weird. The moment you clean up the face, it just looks weird. It's like
that just shows you how drenched she is in blood.
Well, it's just weird that it's like the blood stops
difference.
from the neck down. Like my head didn't get bloodied at all, but my body.
She was wearing a bloody mask. And she took it off, and it was squeaky clean underneath.
She was wearing some sort of like headgear. She's wearing a
I think,
helmet.
Nancy also has a pretty bloody headpiece. Like hers is like super bloody head with like clean sweater.
That's weird too, because the sweater. Yeah, like because you had the sweater on, it stopped like right above the sweater, so it looked really weird.
You can barely tell a difference between the regular pants and the bloody pants.
True.
She didn't get much blood on her pants.
It was their bad for making it red pants, and they're like, "You want the tier 3?" And they're like, "Here, have some bloody pants," and it's just the same color. Here at Behavior, we didn't plan color. We just kind of like slap it together. If we disconnect again, I will change from Dwight. Because ever since
you're gonna see tomorrow, it's like we had to disable Dwight
from
he
the
kept
lights
crashing
out
the game.
That would be good. Like honestly, that would be some of the best like screenshotable material from Behavior. Like they're not like, oh, we had to disable his perk, we had to do something, you know. It's like we had to disable him entirely.
Look at Fang's outfit.
Poor Dwight. I think it's the same one.
If I saw a person wearing that outfit in real life, I would ask them.
I would avoid them.
I would ask them if they don't know how to dress.
The leg thing is definitely the weirdest bit, which is powerful to think about. That one leg sleeve is all it took. to make that
I also
entire...
don't like how she has like an extra long shirt that's like way too big for her. It looks like she took like her boyfriend's shirt, and her boyfriend's like 6'7" and he weighs 350 pounds.
And then she just has this gigantic coat.
And a big poofy pink hoodie. It looks like something I bought out of Saints Row. That's what it looks like, a Saints Row character.
You don't want to roll up in style?
We need a Saints Row DLC, a Saints Row chapter.
True. We need some really weird stuff. Like I think people want like Gordon Freeman from like Half-Life.
So
Like,
that person instantly went into deep wounds, so I think it's either a Legion or a Deathslinger. Because I think those are the only two killers I can think of that put someone into deep wounds like that.
but they went down really fast.
So I don't think it was a Legion then, because they would have had their Feral Frenzy cooldown.
Yeah, and I feel like they would have like ran off.
Maybe they
and-
just dead-hearted, like...
Maybe.
Oh, she's killing herself on the hook right away. So I
That's
guess we're not
weird.
winning this match.
Yeah.
It's nice to know
Wait.
early on to not care.
Oh, that's why. That was like a magic trick. What the heck? I left one Nancy to go help another, like, Jen to find another Nancy that looked almost identical.
It is a Legion. This is probably the one thing that I hate the most about this community and like this game, is that people literally give up for the stupidest reasons.
Oh, yeah.
And it screws over the entire team, like in a 15-minute long match.
I mean, yeah, like, that's... Like, it does feel like the game is just over because of that.
This is the only game that I can think of where like people give up that quickly. Like, imagine if you were playing Overwatch and
Oh, yeah.
someone dies on the first kill or something, and then they're like,
I'm done.
well, screw this, and
Disconnect.
they just leave.
I
Or if you're
don't...
playing Left 4 Dead and like, you know, you get pounced by a hunter and they're like, screw this.
I could see that happening.
I've seen it happen with like death charges, but like not on like simple stuff like being pounced on. Unless you get pounced on and like no one from your team comes to help you. Then
I
they're
just
like,
see it
"Oh, you guys
happening
suck."
because like the community is so like elite. So they're like, yeah, like, oh my god, like you got pounced on from that, like friggin' noob, and then they just like, yeah. Is the other Nancy not getting you?
I'm just killing myself on the hook
Oh, never mind
because
then.
there's no point even trying on this match since we had someone die like the very beginning of the match.
Fair.
I really don't feel like
Fair.
I don't really feel like doing a 3 versus 1 on a game mode that already feels very hard.
Fair. I won't kill myself, but I won't fight. I won't fight the wiggle. I won't.
Plus, I think we already discovered that we don't like Legion on this mode. It feels pretty busted. That
It feels rough.
they can just killer instinct and know where everyone's at.
I'll see what that guy's doing. If he goes in a locker, I'll like, I don't know.
Oh, the
Wait.
rainbow map seems to work.
Only the really good map. Just the best map works.
She's opening a chest up.
Yeah. I can see her
Maybe looking for a
outline.
med kit.
Like, this will heal you faster, and it's like, no, it won't.
Use the map as a bandage. She found another map.
Hey, how's it going? Why did it
Map
look like?
number 2.
Why did the Legion
Hey,
look like they were
Legion.
sniffing the air? What the?
Okay.
I
Is she being friendly now?
don't know. I guess I'll go this way. Oh, hello. Do you want to? What are we doing here? What? I'll chase
She's
you.
like,
How about
I didn't
that?
get enough blood points, so I'm gonna farm with you guys for a bit.
It does feel that way. The Legion's like, oh, now I feel bad.
Oh, I'm about to take this time to load up my bowl and smoke some weed.
You can buy some time.
It's legal in Ohio, okay? I'm not sure about other states.
Disclaimer.
Well, I mean, you know, we could be having a viewer from like Florida, or
True.
could be a state that doesn't allow weed. Probably like
It-
Texas.
It's definitely starting to like, yeah, it's starting to open up. In
Texas is
America.
very Republican, and I think they're kind of anti-weed. I don't know. I'm not a political person, so if I'm wrong, correct me.
It does feel that the Legion is just like, I feel bad. Let me. Like, yeah. It feels like a very like.
Hey, if you want to take this opportunity to get some points, I don't care. Like I said, I'm just cool with watching.
We're back to like podcast form. It's like, hey. Look at the top of Dwight's very like textured bald head.
Maybe
Hey.
they'll actually let you complete all the generators, and we'll get to see what it's like having the generator powered.
You have high hopes. Oh no, she pulled me off the hook. Or the killer pulls me off the hook.
Shucks, he got me.
Oh shucks. It's definitely funny because yeah, it's basically the killer being like, I need
Hit your
to.
skill checks.
I was
Are you
about
done?
to. I was about to, but I just like. I looked away for like a second. And
You almost missed that one.
I'll try to
That
miss.
would have killed you right
There we
there.
go. I gotta get as close as possible to the tail end.
Right at the very end. Right there. How is that not killing you? I thought once you missed two in a row.
Oh, for me, I'm just getting like really close to the tail end of it. Yeah, you want me to keep fighting? Yeah, lady.
Okay.
Turns out you're really bad at like giving us points. If you wanted us to do the gen,
She's like, I wasn't trying to camp.
I
him,
wasn't trying to just beat you. Jeez. But yeah,
I do like that Legion outfit though. I wonder if that's in the store.
it's very Valentine's Day.
Ah, that must have been released like really recently. I didn't think about that.
What if I just
Like-
didn't unhook her? I have
That
a
would
lot
be
of
hilarious.
I have a lot of power here, you know? What are you gonna do about it? I could just not do that. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, I want blood points. Wow, wow, I really want them. I could just not do it.
Both Nancy and the Legion would hate you after the match. They'd be like, "What is wrong with you?"
I don't know how
You're
they.
like-
I don't know how they could. I don't know how Nancy could. The Legion could. Like, oh man, we could have
I
got
could
more.
see
blood
the
points.
Nancy doing it.
I just
Depending
noticed.
on the type of survivor they are.
It was just one of those things where I felt the power of the sun in the palm of my hand, where I was just like,
I'm in control. Here.
yeah, like I have all the power in this situation. Like you can't unhook her.
This killer doesn't tell me what to do. Although she would have been able to unhook herself at some point because they have that anti-camping mechanic now.
That's true. Unless she just
and then
didn't
Nancy
do it.
would have been like, "No, I have the power."
Is the Legion just gonna let us open this door?
I hear him running.
I mean, I'm not getting off the gen.
Don't do it! Don't do it, Susie! There's so much to live for now!
I wanted to blow up the gen so that she'd be like, "Where did they go?" It's just, it's just
Slowly turns around.
It's just this super loud, like, "Oh dang!"
Jump scare her. Ah! Who's there?
She already fell out the window.
Yeah. That was sad. I saw it.
Yeah, she looked out the window and.
She was just a little girl just starting high school.
How could this happen?
What a travesty!
She looked at Dwight and said, "I don't want to be like him.
I don't want to be bald.
I don't want to be bald."
Don't want to be.
The one reason.
I don't want to be a nerdy loser like Dwight. Hey, go back and see what's in that pot. See, there's
this
some good
pot?
food there. Yeah,
It's kind of food.
looks kind of like some steak or something. Some
Well,
ribs.
let's get some whiff of that. Yeah.
Get a good smell of that.
I wanted the Legion to be in that same room. Like, what
Who's
the heck?
that dead guy back there? Hold on, go back.
Oh,
Again.
this guy.
Who's that dude?
I mean,
what the heck happened to him?
I assume he lives here. Well, lived here.
Why does he look so much more realistic than any other model in the game?
All the other
Like,
zombies.
His
and...
face looks eerily real. It's kind of creepy.
Let me do this, Jen. Yeah.
What's that dead thing next to you, though?
Oh,
It's
this?
making me more observant of myself. Yeah, there's a chicken. There's a dead chicken.
Yeah, it's just a random chicken.
This is making me very observant of my surroundings now.
Yeah, you don't really get to experience the map, you know? You don't really get to, like, look at the map.
Look at that. Look at the sharp points on those barricades. The fish.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then that fish that was on the table was like, that was such a fish.
Now that's a point. Now that's a
Now
point.
that
right?
that could stop a
Now
White
that's-
Walker right there.
I'm still
Next
waiting.
Legion to
Still waiting for the Legion to just bump into me and be like, what the heck are you doing?
admiring the map.
Ah, dang. Really
Just
hope
climb over it.
Yeah. Well,
Come on, this is like
could
Elden
get-
Ring.
I-
All you gotta do is summon your horse and then just try and jump up the side of the wall.
I could get a little ways up and then I would hit the lip.
Oh, there he goes. Do you think he's gonna hook him? Oh no, he's having him wiggle out, I think.
Yeah, because they're probably thinking I'm just like at the ends of the
Off,
earth.
they probably think you're off doing generators.
They'd be dead wrong.
Joke's on you!
Hang on, let me help you. Then Nancy's just like, let me die.
Where did this lady come from?
Wow.
I thought I was the only one that lived in this world.
You don't look like a peasant. Nah, I'm not gonna heal you all the way.
What is
Wow.
this red? Oh!
I ain't recovering.
I'm just gonna lay here and see
die.
how long it takes for my organs to bleed themselves out.
But what I will do is this. Yeah, you're never gonna find me now.
I snuck away with grace and dignity.
I'm a wiggly worm.
I'm truly a chameleon in its field.
Why are you
Watch
kicking
her
the
run the
gin?
opposite direction. Oh, dang it.
I gotta kick
Well,
the gin for them
You gotta
points.
make sure that generator doesn't lose progress.
That was the only way for this Legion to get blood points, because it was going down quick. They're like, hang on, I have to force 2 people. Do you want an invitation? Like, what the...
She's dragging you to the
to-
Valentine's Day table that she picked out for you.
Oh, for the dead guy?
Yeah. A date.
Going on
You're
an
about to be a dead
adventure.
guy. Look, there he is! Oh,
There he is.
Oh, well, turn around!
Well, I am. It must be different for you.
I'm talking about the Legion.
Then you can look at my butt.
Oh, look at that booty! And now, don't like. Do not go through that hatch. You have the power here, Paul.
I have
You
all
can make this
the
match last
power.
for 6 minutes. Just stay.
No, I'll go through because I don't want to sit here for
Can you-
6 minutes.
Can you imagine?
I just don't do it. They're just like, for the love of God.
And then in the endgame chat, they're like, "Why?" And you're like, "Because I." can."
Because I'm in control. Whatever, GG's. They're like, GG for what? Like, that definitely felt forced. Like, that was us putting the Legion through, like, a hostage situation. And they were like, fine, I'll let you get some points and like have fun. You ever seen Old Man Ace? Where the heck did I get this?
I know, but that's a nice bow tie you got there. And nice hat.
Yeah, I think I prefer...
Looking like a proper gentleman.
I look like Mr. Rogers' like budget version. Like a budget version of something. Like I have a
there, partner.
I have a knitted vest. That's a weird fashion statement. A knitted vest. That's like something that your grandma makes you, and you're like, I have to wear it. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone wear one, like, legit. Unless it's like a sweater vest. I feel like you can kind of pull off a...
I definitely think Elodie is the best one dressed here, because you got a knitted vest, and Michaela looks like...
She just woke up.
She just woke up, and she put on the wrong socks.
Got some Uggs on.
Uggs with socks is already an interesting combination. And
hey,
then we got other Ace.
I'm wearing dress pants, and I have a bow tie.
Other Ace looks like he's about to join a gambling match where he's cheated like 50 times with the same people, but they haven't caught on yet.
They're just really dense.
Or he's just really good.
Or
he
a
always
bit
makes
of
it
both.
seem like, geez, I just don't know how I keep getting this full house.
Is that
Ace's again?
Ace's canonical voice? Ah, jeez, man.
Oh, jeez, man.
How do I do this?
Three of a kind.
He's like, he's just Kermit the Frog.
I got a three of a kind here, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Why do you talk like that?
I don't know whatever you mean.
All in with the bet.
I'm going all in, you stupid sack of crap.
Like, whoa, where did that come from?
No. Fuck off.
just a string of obscenities.
I heard that your mother was...
Whoa, Kermit.
Your father was a hamster, and your mother smelled of elderberries.
I'm ready to see some stupid killer come around the corner.
I'm ready to get shot from the darkness by Deathslinger's gun.
I don't think I'd be upset if that's how I went out. Like if
that one would be scary though, because it's so loud that it would just be like, what the heck?
It's a spirate.
A spirit, okay.
Yeah. She didn't even teleport. She just walked in on us. She was just like, yeah, I gotcha. It's like you didn't even use your power. What the heck? I think the other problem with this game mode is that there's not really a lot that you can do to help your fellow allies besides flee and then touch another gen really fast. And basically just be all like, yeah, I'm helping. I don't know why I'm not sprinting. She can't see my scratch marks. So she could hear me.
How far away does she have to be until I hear her moaning?
Pretty dang close. Like, you'll see her before you hear her. Either that or something was just really wonked out. I heard her shift, like, doing the whole phasing. So I'm hoping I have time to work on a gen. I'm curious to see if she does really good like stealth stuff, or if she does turn into like a like run up and swing M1 killer.
I haven't heard her phase once yet.
I heard her phase once and then she didn't come back. She's apparently chasing someone and knocking them down.
How rude.
How rude! I'm trying to be very quiet. Because I feel like that's where she's gonna capitalize, is like, I heard you grunt. You gotta run. Flee, lady. I don't know how the heck she found where we were, but I don't know how the heck she found where that lady was, even though I took a hit to specifically buy her time. Well, this is gonna be a fun. I found nobody. Oh, I found you.
Me? I've been on a generator.
I found David. I found me. I think they do see gens. Because,
I just finished 3 generators by myself, so...
I'm pretty sure they see
for the
gens.
save. Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, I tried to get healed by the other David, but then she showed up, so we had to very quickly flee. And now it's a heal party, sort of. She's healing me, I'm healing her. We're all having a great time. I think this is the gen I started on. What goes around comes around. Is anyone else moving towards you?
Someone is.
Okay.
Rockstar Panda, I think.
Yeah, just wondering,
Slowly.
because I figured I'd try to at least do a gen.
Okay, she went on a generator.
Okay. I will try to move towards you. You are slightly far away. I noticed that too with the lights out event. It seems like people are less like heal oriented. They're just like, oh, you're hooked? Well, sucks to be you.
Sounds awful.
I'm glad I'm not hooked. You don't want to go over there. You're in for a bad time. So far, though, this spirit, maybe it's just this spirit or just spirit in general, feels okay to go up against. Like, they're not really...
I was gonna say, I think the reason why no one wants to unhook people in this event is because it's so easy for them to just be like right next to the hook and camp it when you can't see or hear anything.
True. She is chasing. Well, by chasing, I mean trying to find you.
I'm about to die.
I'm just healing up, David. And David are doing a gen. Somebody finished a gen. We might actually finish 5 gens. Sadly, though, you don't have adrenaline, because no one has adrenaline. But you did say you wanted to see it. And you got to see it.
Well, I distracted her long enough to get people to open the gates at least.
That's true.
At least I'm hoping that's what people are doing, because I don't see anyone on an exit gate.
I was trying to run to one, but yeah, if you're not seeing...
There was no survivor on one as far as... Okay, never mind. Apparently someone got it when I was being carried on the hook or something.
That's gonna be rough. To even find an exit gate. Where the heck? Is this an exit gate?
It's an unopened one. Sounds like she's right next to you.
I don't even know if I'm running towards the other opened exit gate.
I would just keep hugging that side of the wall. Hope that it pops up on the edge there. It's probably right in front of that shack. She's about to phase though, to the left. There she comes. Oh.
I mean, yeah. What the heck? Like, apparently I went to the complete opposite side of the world. That guy isn't good.
Heel Punk is opening up a chest right now.
I would be very shocked if he decided to come get me.
That endgame collapse is about to be done.
I mean, yeah.
Getting pretty late.
You can't even see.
Can you see the endgame collapse bar?
No. It's completely,
Well, that ground's looking pretty red, so it can happen any moment right now.
Oh, now it's not so red anymore. Wow, it's... He's apparently trying to give it a shot. Which is an insane thing to do, because, yeah, like, she has no reason to not just stand there.
She's gonna grab him. Surprised she didn't grab him, Paul. Try to find it, Paul.
I mean...
If that game collapse doesn't kill you first, it's getting pretty red.
I mean, yeah.
If only he had borrowed time. I'm not sure that'd even help with this
Where
situation.
the heck am I even?
You're just running into a void of black.
I mean, yeah.
Did she actually lose you? I think she lost you. Yeah, she's about to find you again, I think.
I mean, at this point, yeah.
Dude,
Doesn't even matter, because,
Timer's
like...
about to run out. Ding, ding, ding,
What
ding,
the
ding.
heck? Oh, there... Yeah, it's like, if you have no memory of the maps, like, you're kind of just screwed, because it's just like... I bet that,
Gilmont's gonna die from the engine collapse.
I bet that Spirit feels very good about themselves, though.
She got a 3K.
I I will say though, like, it was just like bad situation, because like I went to a door that wasn't open, and then the fact that it was a spirit, like she's able to just ping between the two, and she can probably see where they are. It kind of goes back to the whole like she can see the gens and we can't. Like in that situation, she has a lot of power.
Yeah. I think there's a reason why they have a 150% bonus incentive to survivors for this event. Because they realize that this is a pretty killer-sided event.
I mean, pretty much, because, like, in that scenario, like, unless I remembered the exact spot of the doors, or something similar, like, oh, like, I'm a really expert survivor, I can memorize the layout. Like, yeah, I was just kind of screwed, because I was just running in the dark. Look at that generic... Look at that super generic fang.
What a beautiful fang.
It's all about being vanilla.
I like the shirtless Irish.
I mean, to be fair, that's probably most St. Patrick's parties, you know.
You want to fight me? Belongs at Penny's. He looks like he belongs on a Magic Mike set with his outfit.
Those pants are definitely tearaway.
Irish-clad wonder.
Those pants are 100% tearaway.
It's a black spaghetti strap on it.
Yeah.
Remember, you can look at the merchandise, but you can't touch.
Just drinks like a couple beers at the same time. Does a couple like just does like some row of shots.
Shotguns like 3 beers.
That's what I'm surprised nobody said it. But like you're early. You gotta wear a lot of like Valentine's colors. St. Patrick's Day is around the corner, but you're too early.
I'm just surprised I actually have to celebrate Valentine's Day this year, because I've had this weird situation with my life where I've never been in a relationship during February. So somehow I've always avoided it. But now it's 2 days away, and I don't think we're going to break up in 2 days, so I got to actually plan something.
Don't jinx it now.
Hey, at least if she did text me tomorrow, okay, it's over, I'd be like, oh, thank goodness I don't have to plan anything.
It's like, woo! Dodge that bullet.
No, I'd obviously be very upset because I love my girlfriend very much, but it would still be kind of hilarious if that did happen.
There would definitely be a
There's a curse. I can never, not on Valentine's Day.
You have to plan around, like.
Then we get back together on February 15th.
Yeah, you date somebody after Valentine's Day. I hear a gen right next to me. Yeah, they're like recycling the maps a lot.
Which makes me feel like they only have it set to a certain number of maps. Because we haven't seen any Coldman Farms, there's no Autohaven Wreckers. We haven't seen RPD.
I mean, yeah.
Or the game. It's Chucky again.
That's what I thought. Like, I thought I heard something. But it does kind of leave me in a bit of a bad spot because he's so freaking small. Now we're just recycling the same players. Like, it's probably the same guy. I don't even feel bad. Oh, wow, this is just a wall. I just ran directly into a wall.
All in all, it's just another brick in the wall.
No, it's just another brick wall. I could totally jump that wall, though. It was like waist high. You could do it. I mean, come on.
Looking for Chucky in this darkness is like trying to look for a cockroach that's like
Oh
scuttling
yeah,
across the ground.
like so far, I would say the worst killers are definitely Chucky and Legion. Like at least Myers, you can kind of give him the whole like, it's spooky, you know, whatever. But like Chucky is just like, so it's pitch black and there's a little dot that appears from the shadows, and then he sprints. He dead sprints at you.
Let's hope he doesn't come to this completed generator.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
I hear him.
Sort
I
of-
heard him.
It's his Heidi Ho.
Do you actually hear his voice in Heidi Ho? I thought it was just these little fake footprints.
Nah, you usually just hear the footprints, but I know it throws you off, you know. I heard his footprints. A lot of dead chickens over here.
Just makes me think of Metal Gear Solid. Stop! Whose footprints are these?
Dang, I thought I could hide in a bush.
Joke's on you.
That was crazy on how fast he just found me, though. Is this how we're playing the game, Chucky? Do you want it to end too quickly?
Come on, I want to have fun with it.
Yeah, you would think, like, killers would be like, ah, man, like, I'm kind of getting through this kind of quick.
Yeah, right. They're like, this is so easy. I'm loving this.
I'm glad I'm done in 3 minutes. That just felt like horrendous bad luck, because, yeah, it's like...
I wonder if this affects our MMR.
I can only hope.
Please! I want to get awful matches.
Well, not only that, but it's like the killers that are really good at this mode, but then they switch, and they just get utterly stomped. It's like, that has to happen. Like, this is two different beasts, you know. You wanna touch
All
this?
gather around this gen.
Gather around. Let us touch this gen while Kate gets stabbed in the back. Why aren't you saving me?
It looks like there's a street light on my back, and I keep looking up, and there's no street light. So I'm like,
True.
where did this light come from?
Whoa.
Makes me think of... Oh, hey there, Chucky.
Yeah, I heard him grunt. That's like the only saving grace, is that he's loud. It's like, geez, Chucky, I thought you were a doll. Like, why do you have such a...
Oh! Oh, he grabbed me off that gen. I didn't even see him or hear him at all.
You're not missing much.
At least that was my first hook.
True.
I was gonna say, this reminds me when I'm playing, like, Shadow of the Tomb Raider or, like, Rise of the Tomb Raider, because you'll be in tombs, and there's light, and you're like, where's this coming from?
How is it there?
Luminous rocks.
That's kind of how it feels even here, because it's like... It's lights out. Jeez. Like, I feel like that's all that they're doing is, like... The killer just runs to the gens and just, you know...
mean, yeah, that's like the easiest way to do it. I
Yeah,
think.
because it's like the moment I touched that gen, he was like, "I found you." And then yeah, like he just didn't let up. I got away for like a little while, and he was just like, "Where are you?"
I think we only have one gen left. So I'm hoping Angelo's on one, or not Angelo, but Bubbly Gabby.
I will soon be able to tell you, unless I just blast through it.
Yeah, don't press enter.
This is me spamming the button. Get me out of here. Angelo is not. You are not. And Bubbly is not.
Well, I just found one.
Bubbly is healing. Angelo is now touching one. And yeah, you're touching one.
At least I can't be grabbed on this one because I'm looking right at those stairs. So as soon as I see a little doll come up, I'm gonna get off the gen. Hey Andy, wanna play?
I'm the
good
guy.
I'm your friend till the end.
Angelo is hiding in a bush.
As we've learned, that doesn't work too well.
To be fair though, I guess it kind of makes sense that you would want to do that. Like you would want to touch a gen, get off of it, like hide. Bubbly is giving up. Bubbly isn't even wiggling. Either that or they just don't care about wiggling. Which honestly,
if this isn't the last gen, then I might just give up.
oh, they're still doing skill checks though too. But yeah, Angelo did the unhook. Angelo, I'm pretty sure, is going to start getting chased, as I heard him snicker.
God, seriously, there's another gen?
It feels like forever.
Okay, this one's almost done, so this has to be the last one. If not, then there's some BS where we're starting like 6 or 7 generators.
Lights out also ups the amount of generators you have to do.
I've already done like 3. So this would be like the 4th generator I complete.
Well, Angelo is still getting chased. I'm the good guy.
Alright, that's the last one, finally.
Don't forget where the gates are.
I'm staring right at it, so as soon as I'm done healing, I'm running towards it. Healing's taking forever. Come on.
Angelo is hooked and dead.
I just have to hope he doesn't go to this gate first.
He was running. He was sprinting and.
Fuck.
I will fucking kill you.
That's rude. I just hear. Bubbly is lost. I would assume.
That's perfect.
They seem to be running with authority, but I think they are. I think they are a little confused. They are now on a gate. One light is lit. Can't see anymore if the second light's lit.
God, why is he so freaking fast?
Because of his short little legs. Bubbly is gonna save you. Bubbly's got it all planned out.
I'm honestly really annoyed that it was me instead of him, because, like, I haven't lived once.
I mean, neither have I.
tired of helping other people win.
I'm tired of letting others.
Makes me want to just be like, next match. Like, no, you guys can just stay on the hooks. I'm fine. I mean, I guess to be fair, I escaped through the hatch once.
That's
but
true.
I haven't left through the exit gate.
I guess that's true too. I did escape through the hatch once, but my match was kind of borked because it was one where two people hooked, like suicided on the hook. They're really trying to play it safe, which I guess makes sense, but yeah. She was doing her best with the tools she was given, but I don't think it would be enough. And yeah,
at least she tried.
True, you know, we can't deny that. And at least we did open gates. That's two matches that we were able to actually at least open gates. I personally don't think I did much, judging by my horrendous score. I was getting some like horrible luck where, yeah, it's like I would turn a corner and it's just him. It's just the guy. It's one of those things of like, it makes sense. They're playing with their strengths, but it doesn't make it feel good. Because you're just like I want a good match. I don't want people to just be like, well, it would be really powerful if I played Chucky, Legion. It would be nice to feel like maybe there's a fighting chance. But maybe I'm just, maybe it's just like before.
This event tome is really pretty crap, though. Like, literally the
It's
only thing
believable.
on it is one charm and 3 banners, and then a badge.
Don't you want that badge? Don't you want that sweet
I don't care about any of those. The badges and banners, I think, are the dumbest thing they've added to this game.
It is very odd. They're like, nah, come on, think about it. It's so cool.
There's gotta be more cosmetics.
I don't even
So you
know.
get to customize the eye color of your survivor.
Why do I even have a banner? Skull on fire? Where the heck did I get this stuff?
I think it just came with you owning the game or something.
They're like, wow, you bought the game. Congratulations. I think that's the biggest issue I have with it, is it's stuff like that, where it's like... It's one thing if it's like an achievement of like, you know, kind of like the whole... what is it? Trinkets on the hooks. But when it is just like, you played the event, and it's like, ah... I did it. I played the event. Once.
But no one else in the history of the game will ever have these event charms.
Yeah, no one will ever have... Oh, wait, everyone who's played the game, because...
Like I said, bruv.
for some reason...
I think his next words were going to be,
Some-
Adam Francis, you got such a swag coat on right
something
now. And I'd be like,
extremely
I know.
British.
Bloody. This bloody wanker of a killer.
Bollocks.
Oh, bollocks, they hooked me. Mighty unpleasant.
Mighty unpleasant. The most British phrase you can say. Mighty unpleasant.
This map again, yeah, 100% they're using only a few number of maps.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna open a chest. Why the heck not? I'm waiting to get chased off of a chest. Wow, it's a toolbox. Wowie zowie. Dude, you're just not min-maxing enough. You gotta get the green toolbox. The heck?
It's Leatherface.
I was about to say, like, I was hearing something in the distance. I was like... You know, I can't deny that at least we're bumping into some differences. I feel like he's extremely close. He is. You were right there. Let's see where he goes.
Not very far. There's a hook around every corner on this map.
True. Who knew a hospital would have so many hooks? I guess I'm good to unhook you.
I don't really even see any point in healing because this is just like how it is with Legion, where you can just...
And he, like, the moment you see him, he's kind of just too close to...
Yeah, the moment you see him, he chainsaws you. So you might as well just ignore healing and do gens.
True. And they're in the basement. That's a death trap.
Best time to do basement Bubba right there.
True. It'll be curious if he actually commits to it, though, because, like... some part of me just wonders if, like, he is actually just sitting there. They're just suiciding on Hook, which sucks if he is, in fact, just sitting there.
It sounds like he was.
Sandbox, yeah.
Or he was pretty close.
It sounds like we're getting another Legion match where everybody's probably... Oh, you saved her. But now... you're all very close. Man, this toolbox, not doing much. Some part of me just wants to go down there to die, like, because I feel like at the moment.
I think I don't like this game mode.
I think I actually hate this.
I mean, I was willing to give it a shot, but I really genuinely think that it's very unbalanced. It just feels like
yeah.
against killers like this, there is nothing you can do. He could just camp that basement all day if he feels like doing it.
True.
How would we know?
You wouldn't hear him. But yeah, because for the killer, that's basically like free Insidious.
He doesn't have to even be standing still.
Yeah. Yeah, he could literally just be running in circles around you. Well... guess I'm just gonna run towards you.
Yes, see if you can find the hatch. I mean, it's a good thing we got 30 minutes left because I probably won't be playing this game mode again.
True.
Not unless they tweak it. And like the being spooked, I think wore off after like the third match.
I mean, yeah, because it basically did the same thing that like Base Dead by Daylight does, which it's like you get so many like try-hardy people that play characters that they know will work that it's like, oh, you're not playing to have fun, you're just playing to win, like.
Yeah, and with this game mode, there's so many killers that do work well with this. Like, I didn't think about the fact that this is amazing for Bubba because you literally have a 0 tear radius Bubba, which means he can just walk right up to you and just start his chainsaw, and you weren't even near a pallet. You were on a generator when that was happening.
I mean, pretty much. You want to open
Might
the
as
door
well
for
be
me?
an infinite tier 3 Myers.
Like what? You want me to open? Want me to wiggle?
What, he close the hatch?
No, he's. I guess he wants me out.
Did all the gates
I
get powered?
guess. No, I don't know what he wants. I guess he wants me out. He wants me to run. Wow, I won my second game. Totally legit.
Oh, I guess the gates are powered.
Shifty eyed. What if I just didn't leave? What if I was like,
The end game collapse is starting. You can just stay there if you'd like.
yeah. Well, yeah, because like if he doesn't come back, I could just be like, okay.
Go
There.
hide somewhere.
There, he had to do the role play, right? He had to do the scene from Texas Chainsaw where he's like chasing the lady. I guess. I mean, yeah. That's all I can say. Because it didn't feel like a good match at the time. It's one of those things where, again, it's like... You can't be mad at the player, because it is just like... You know... Who wouldn't do this, where they're like, hey, I know it's gonna win matches, why would I not play Bubba? Why would I not play Legion? But and these like events, it's always just like, man, like you just want like the fun matches. And it does feel like those become fewer and farther between.
I'm still glad they
I'm
did
homeless.
it because I think this is just the start of a lot of other match
Yeah.
modifiers, and then we might get a match modifier that we really enjoy. I just think that this is probably, in terms of fun factor, we're about 3 hours in and I'm done with it already.
Pretty much, yeah. I couldn't imagine people who are like, man, I want this to be permanent. Originally, I thought I did. When, like, before we loaded in, I was like, man, it sucks that it's almost over, like, because this is a limited time thing. But now that we're doing it, it's like, man, I can't wait for this to be over.
Well, we don't even have to participate in it right now. We can go back
Well,
to the
yeah,
regular gameplay.
but it's a limited thing. I might as well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could definitely make some game modes that would be really fun, though. Like, of course, everyone wants them to try 2v8.
2v8. That would be the funnest.
Like, just the amount of chaos that could happen. Like, imagine just 2 hillbillies just chainsawing across the map.
I would say that should be the one stipulation, is that you can't play the same killer.
But there's some that are still very similar to each other. Like, imagine Hillbilly and Bubba working as a team.
Which that would be fine. But at least there it's like, okay, they're similar. Even like the Oni, like Oni and Hillbilly would just be like...
There'd also be some really good combinations like Oni and Spirit.
Yeah.
Like the family duo. And then you could do Myers and Ghostface, double stalk boys.
It would just be super fun. And I feel like, ironically, that would be more Survivor-sided, because you'd be able to just, like, blast through...
With 8 of them, yeah, they could bust through generators so quick, but I guess, like, it just depends, like, how much momentum the 2 killers get. Like, you know, imagine, like, if a Bubba, like, chainsaws, like, 5 people at once or something.
Like, game over. Everybody just DCs.
There's 5 people on the hook and 3 survivors, and there's 2 killers camping the
You couldn't
hooks.
hook them fast enough, though. I feel like people would, like, somehow, you know, they would start getting up, because you're like, hang on, I gotta hook one guy, and you're like walking over hook, you go back, okay, I gotta get the other guy.
I wonder if just doubling the numbers would make it so unbalanced that they would have to, like, adjust it somehow to be like, nah, we did the testing, and 2 versus 7 is a lot more balanced.
That's
than
the
2 versus
balance.
8 or something.
I would think even like 2v6, like, that's a lot of manpower that you're just like, okay, we're blasting through.
Yeah, but then if one person, like, suicides on the hook, then you're 5 versus 2 for the rest of the
Oh,
match.
yeah.
And that just sounds awful.
But that's how that feels even now, where it's like, oh, somebody suicided, well, guess we'll just quit, you know. And people do it all the time.
That's definitely the most frustrating part of the game for me right now, and unfortunately, I don't think that's ever going to be fixed because it's too much of a slippery slope to be like, oh, they weren't.
It's a Legion.
What? Another Legion? Yeah.
Might be the same one. It sucked because I was getting that sensation of like, I'm working on a gen for too long and I haven't been chased. And I got up to leave and then I bumped into a Legion.
I'm so tired, dude. I'm tempted to just disconnect, but I'm not going to.
I'm
Because
tempted.
we were just talking about that.
I'm tempted to just die.
I don't want to contribute to the problem.
I mean, pretty much. That's the sensation I have, where it's like, I might not give it my all, but like, I'll at least try to have fun with it in some way. But to just be like, okay, I'm on a hook, time to just try to off myself as fast as possible. It's just a weird move, because it's just like, you know, you're rushing super fast to get into a match that's probably going to be the identical, like it's going to be exactly the same. We just have to work on that podcast. This just ends. Oh. Why did Leon poke his head up the stairs, stare at me, and then go back downstairs while hurt? Why did he do that?
Who knows?
Figured I would at least do the one gen. So far, I have had the worst luck when it comes to even touching a gen. Any day now. Thank God. Having no meter, I think, makes it even worse.
Yeah, it does.
Because you're just like, feel like you've been on a gen for 1,000 years. Let me just touch you for another 100. Oh.
Now let me touch you for another 100 minutes.
Oh, my back!
Go for that great skill check.
The back rake. It kind of looks like you just do this huge, like, grind, just like rip and tear kind of style. Wow, I feel great. I was stabbed so many times before. I did one gen. Well, this is awkward.
Dude, how did she, like, legitimate? I wasn't even near a fucking generator, and she somehow still got me.
I mean, yeah, she didn't do the Legion. Well, no, the Legion thing, you have to hit someone first, then you see their heartbeat, right?
Yeah, so she just happened to come across me when I was nowhere even near a generator.
Yeah, she just bumped into you.
I was searching on a med kit out in the middle of nowhere that wasn't near a generator, and she was just like, hey, look at you. Right after she got done hooking them, so it felt like barbecue and chili.
I guess it just heard the clunking of a chest or something, I don't know. Their audio is jacked to the max. Sure, I'll run towards you. Sure, I'll run back to the gen. It's one of those matches. It's one of those. We just need more Survivor Pro things.
They don't know what that means.
They only
You
know
say
how
that
to.
at their headquarters, and they're like, "Get your toxic behavior out of my behavior office."
Ah, you have sliced me. Oh, he died. Well. Well, yeah, because it's like, which is weird, because I remember this game used to be, like, super, like, I don't know, it felt like pro Survivor.
It was very Survivor sided for a while. They had that one massive patch where they like they cut healing times down by half.
They're like, we're changing everything.
And then like every killer got like 15% faster action speed, where they pick survivors up faster, they break pallets faster.
Yeah.
I think every killer in the game now has like what was back then. It was level 1, like tier 1 of brutal strength. It was like 15%, so they just gave them tier 1 brutal strength as a regular thing now.
Like, we have to make them stronger.
Then they got the FOV sliders where they can have Shadowborn now if they want, which I keep forgetting to check that for me. But I'm not so like try hard either that I'm like I need to have the highest FOV. So
I mean,
that
yeah.
way-
I mean, again, like, to me, yeah, like, the base thing is good, fair matches. I couldn't imagine trying to do this competitively. Like, if I was just one of those people that are just like, I don't know, even borderline, like, Otstarva style, where it's like, you know, he's clearly good at the game. He wants to play to win, I'm sure. He does challenges all about winning on horrendous, like, win streaks, where he's like, okay, I'm gonna gimp myself and still win 50 matches.
The craziest one that I saw him do was every single killer in the game gets a 4K while he has random perks and random add-ons attached.
Yeah. And it's just like, do
And
you...
if he lost once, he'd have to start over from the beginning.
And it does get to the point where it's like, this guy either really loves the game or he really hates himself. Like, because it just sounds like miserable of an experience.
I think he clearly loves the game, I think, after all this content he's put into it. His biggest thing before this was like the Dark Souls series, because he did some Dark Souls challenge runs. And so did Scott Junn. He was also a big Souls fan. I think though Otsdarva hasn't even played Elden Ring, if I'm not mistaken. I think once he found Dead by Daylight, that's like pretty much all he did after that. Where I think Scott went back to doing Elden Ring and some other things, and other From Software titles.
It definitely feels crazy to just like corner yourself and be like, I'm the Dead by Daylight guy. That's all I do.
I mean, if he loves it that much.
I mean, yeah,
cool.
if he's enjoying it, but I think there have been some times where people are like, man, like, what's...
You don't look happy.
Yeah,
doing
like,
this.
what is he doing? Like, does he hate himself or something? This doesn't help either. There's only like 3 maps, and it's like, wow, look. This feels similar. Did I spook
God.
you?
Sure did.
I'm waiting for some... It's another Legion.
Oh my god, dude. I'm seriously not.
This
doing
one's fair if we went to suicide on it. Because it...
I'm just going to mend in place and do generators. I'm not even going to try. Like, why? There's so many killers in the game, and why do we have to get another Legion?
some part of me feels like it is just like, it's the good one. Like, that has to be the main thing. It's like, it's the good one. I'll win if I'm Legion. Just let me die. Let me die! Fine. I don't know. But yeah. That is weird, because yeah, like, she did the same thing. Well, I guess we were next to a gen. What if I pulled you off the hook? And I pull you off the hook faster than you can suicide. Hey, I was trying to save someone.
Do you mind?
What the heck? I guess she's kind of doing me a favor. Man, she found me like a bullet, though. Just let me die. I want to see if this David can reach me in time. Are you gonna save me? Of course you are. David, no. The match isn't going great, David. Or no, you're not a David.
You're not a David.
You're not a David. But yeah. I think that's the biggest issue about this game mode, is that it's kind of the same issue with the events in general, because it's just like, yo, this event is about having fun and doing the snowman, and you know, and you get the killers that are like, so what you're saying is I can min-max this. Like, what you're saying is that I can win. And then everyone goes, yes, technically. But we can do one last match after this, hopefully getting a decent one.
As long as it's not Legion.
True. We want to gamble.
I'm Legioned out for the day.
We want to gamble on if it's a Legion or not.
If it is, I'm just gonna go die in the hook again and then be like, well, that was a good one.
I mean, yeah. If it happens another time, that'll definitely be the,
Nah, if it's the last match, I'll probably still try and do it.
Fair.
Even if it's
fair.
Legion. But I'm still gonna be very mad.
But I will make it known that I am upset. Yeah, that's just rough. Like, coming from a, like... That's been the, like... The fact that this game has so many killers. It's like, I have 5 billion licensed killers and 800 original, and then everybody's like, yeah, but... Legion.
But Legion.
But I want to play the one that wins. It's like, god dang it, people. Like, the new killer they're leaking already is... It sounds cool, but some part of me is like, How are they gonna break it?
What's the concept for the new killer? I didn't know anything about it.
Everybody is thinking, like, Skinwalker, or like a skin changer or doppelganger. There's a couple like concepts people are mentioning, like mimic.
Like the survivors or other killers?
That's for the killer. Basically,
no, I mean, like, is the killer doppelganging the survivors, or is it a doppelganger for other killers?
It's supposed to mimic the survivor.
I think that's never going to work, because with Survive with Friends, it's just going to be like, hey, is this you next to me? No, it's not.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, it's going to be one of those killers where it's like, is this going to be fun, or is it going to be... Because it would be fun without Survive with Friends, because it's like, you'd never know until they're like,
But I can see, like, if they want to do like a doppelganger, if they just make it where it's like a killer that somehow switches in between the power of other killers,
which would be crazy.
Like
also, probably extremely complicated, like with how many killers they have.
It. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot
Or
of the
how
leaks.
busted it could be.
A lot of the leaks have been like, there's like almost like a text message story of like somebody who's like, I heard something behind the diner. And, you know, it calls out to the person, like, help me, you know. And it does the whole, like, I want to go home.
Sounds like some, like, like Facebook killer or something.
Oh yeah, I mean, it definitely like the story definitely gives you the vibe of like creepypasta or like SCP.
I saw a long shadow down that hallway.
I did, yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna go check. Well,
It's just Ace, but I just blew up that generator, so they know they're coming this way.
yeah.
Whoever it is.
I think it was a swinging light or something. Because, yeah, I didn't see anybody. You saw somebody. I didn't see anybody. But I haven't heard anybody either. And that concerns me. Some part of me wants to play it safe. Like a weenie boy. It's a death slinger.
Okay, I can live with that.
True. That was spooky though, because I was like hiding, because you know, again, it was the whole like, I haven't bumped into him in a while.
He hasn't shot his gun once yet.
I was about to go into where Jen was, and I just saw him like blaze out, and I was just like, nope. Some part of me is still spooked. Like,
So now, like, that gunshot's gonna scare the crap out of you. Boom!
I mean, basically.
Yeah, there's the first one. Got him. Landed that shot.
Got him. It does, I mean, maybe he wouldn't be so bad, because, like...
You can basically, like, no-scope them as soon as you get right up next to them.
Yeah, because by the time you see them, you're just
his
like...
gun's already pointing at you.
Yeah. That, and if he's stealthy enough behind you, he could just, like, ooh, I see you, and then you just...
You can also blind fire out of the darkness to see if he hits something.
That would be the cooler thing, that I would hope that the guy does, but I know, like, there ain't no way he's doing that.
He ain't gonna be that cool.
He ain't gonna be that
It's
cool.
already a rough map for Deathslinger anyways.
Rough map. The fact that he can't see, because it's all, you know, dark. What are you doing? This David's hiding in the corner. That was my move. Are you hiding from him?
I don't know where he's at. I think he's
Me
somewhere
neither.
in the center of the map.
It's honestly been the weirdest thing, is that, like, I just haven't seen him.
I can't. I'm having a hard time finding generators right now.
I saw him once, and that was it.
I haven't seen him at all. If you didn't tell me he's a Deathslinger, I'd have been like, this is just a Wraith that's standing still.
You're just lying to me. I don't know.
The real killer is the anxiety I feel.
A little
when I
bit.
don't know what killer it is.
Definitely feels that way. EM1 Jew. He's an M1 killer. Oh, this is that same room. He kicked the gen. It's dumb that they start at 5%, but if they get kicked or you walk off of them, they regress back down to 0, so they just stop making noise. Thus kind of defeating the point of starting them off at 5%. Is any of...
Not a soul coming. Wait, never mind. Whoever's that other Jeff.
Okay.
Other Jeff.
Other Jeff.
Bloody Jeff.
Yeah, because like me and David are working on a gen. And I just didn't want to like leave and then be like, oh, like,
Don't worry, I'm getting tunneled.
wow, that's what you've always wanted. Right? Wow.
Seriously, now I'm being tunneled and farmed.
I mean, yeah, I was at least waiting, but the guy, that one guy's just like, nope. There's a gunshot. I'm gonna farm him, so
He knows how it feels.
yeah. That was the best I could do as revenge. Really hoping I find that David.
I'm dead. Oh, never mind. Somehow didn't see me.
He done goofed. This would be the perfect spot for him to shoot me in the dark. It's like he'd be able to like hear the chest open and everything. Wonder how long it'll take for me to heal myself. I mean, I ain't moving from the spot until I'm fully healed. Yeah, it sounds like we're getting to that point where it's like... He's very close. He didn't follow me. He should have, but he didn't. Oof. Well, this is awkward. I don't think he saw me.
He blind fired out of the darkness and he got me.
Okay, score one for him, okay, you know.
But he couldn't reel me in fast enough because it was like at maximum range.
I swore he would have caught me there, but he didn't. He didn't do it.
That was probably the most cinematic thing that happened the entire night for me, though. Because he blind fired out of the darkness and a spear just attached to me from out of nowhere.
I mean, yeah, like, that's what I was hoping more from this game mode, is, like, people doing, like, cool stuff like that. But instead, they're just like...
I wish I was recording, because that'd be a cool VOD to upload. And then I slipped off of the hook at the last second.
Now the hard part. Opening a door. I'm assuming we're both, yeah, we're both at a door. So he's either gonna get me or I'm gonna get out. One of the two. Man, that would have been the time. That would have been the time to do it. If, like, could you imagine? I'm like right out the gate, just get shot in the back and dragged in.
I've done that as a Deathslinger before, where I rounded around the corner, just blindly fired at the gate because I knew it was the last second, and I got someone like right on the edge of the gate, and I reeled him in and got him, and he was cussing me out in game chat.
That's a bullcrap. I mean, yeah, like that would have
like,
been.
I was already on the other side.
That would have
like,
been the coolest part to do it, especially with it being like pitch black. Like
those are the best moments with Deathslingers, when you catch someone when they least expect it.
Yeah.
One time I shot someone on top of the saloon on his home map and reeled him in from the second floor down to me.
But I guess, you know, that was probably the highlight of the evening.
I think it's very fun with certain killers and so annoying with other ones.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the same with the normal game mode, where it's like, it's dumb when you're playing a game that has like 100 killers or whatever the heck, you know, and you fight against 3, and it's like, oh, like, you know, it's just kind of, it catches that. It takes the wind out of your sails, where you're just like, man, I was really hoping to go up against, you know, like you said,
something
like Deathslinger, Myers, like, just to kind of experience, like, wow, this is kind of cool. But instead, yeah, it's like Legion, 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 the occasional doctor. Well, I think there was only one doctor, but
we had a plague.
We had a plague. We had a spirit.
I can't believe that we didn't get a Wraith, because I feel like this would be great.
True. I mean, yeah, like Wraith feels like it would be almost equally as overpowered. Because you just go to a gen, somebody's on it, and bing, bong. But yeah, it was a fun time. But I can definitely say that if I had to, I will give my final thoughts, and I guess you can give yours, unless we're on the same agreement, is it's just, it doesn't have enough meat to keep people interested, because it's like you don't have any perks. You have nothing to help your teammates because you can't bring items. You can't, you know, you can't even do offerings like, oh, I really want to go to this map, and it's like there's only 3 maps.
Yeah, that's another weird thing. Is at first I was like, we're just getting the same maps. And after a while, I was like, no, there's no way. There's only like 3 or 4 maps that they have for it.
And it's like, nah, we just kept going to the same night thing and the treatment. And so,
and
yeah, like
one outdoor one.
And so, yeah, like the game mode just felt like it had a huge lack.
It feels like it was rushed.
Yeah, it felt like, and they did do a survey not too long ago, so it wouldn't surprise me if this was rushed, where they asked people for like, what game modes would you like? And one of them was like the 2v8 randomized perks or like stuff like that. And one of them was lights out, where it's like dark mode, or like, do you know, you play it on a super dark map. And I can't imagine a lot of people voted for that, where they're like, yeah, I want dark mode where it's just dark.
I want to feel edgy.
But I agree with the sense that you said, where it's like, oh, it was supposed to be spooky, but that spook factor, like, it goes away like 2 matches in.
Yeah, pretty quick. That Deathslinger got me a little bit at the end there. It didn't actually jump scare me, but it just shocked me.
For me, it was tense. Like, it felt like the one match where it's like, okay, like, this feels like I have a chance, but also he could also pull off some really crazy moves.
That's probably the same thing with Huntress, where you just blindly get hit by a hatchet out of nowhere.
You just hear in the distance, where did you throw it? And then, yeah, Axe just hits you in the back. And but yeah, Super cool mode, but definitely could use some work. I guess that would be my final thought.
If I were to go back and play it, I would probably do a live stream where I just do 3 hours of playing Trapper, because I feel like it's perfect for Trapper. I just want
True.
to see like how annoyed I could get people just putting bear traps in the dumbest places. And what? Why was there a bear trap here?
Or somehow they'd all miss them, or like some weird anomaly.
Yeah.
But it is very possible that, I mean, yeah, maybe, like, I don't know, I think that's the thing that still irks me, is that we didn't bump into a lot of people who were actually like trying to experiment and play. Like,
Well, we were also late into it.
True.
It started on the 7th or something like that.
is it like the 9th? It's not a very long event.
The 9th through the 14th, or the 7th through the 14th. So
Something like that.
5 or 7 days, and we're like near the end of it.
Yeah.
So all the people that maybe were experimenting probably already got that experimenting done, and now they're like, I'm just going to like.
I just want blood points.
Easy blood points.
Which, yeah, it's like, that's so annoying when it's just like, I want blood points. I want to play to win because I want blood points. And it's like, that's cool, but also like, I don't know. You don't want to like actually have fun.
I'll tell you how little I care about blood points now. I used to be like one of the people that was always checking to see like what survey codes were available for blood points.
Oh yeah.
They send out codes for like 1 million blood points or something. And I'd be like, oh, I can't miss that. Now, like, I'll scroll through YouTube and I'll see one of them codes where it's like, hey, all you gotta do is log in and put like 400K and you get 400,000 blood points. And I just don't even care to like launch the game to do it now.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, nah, who
Well,
cares?
it's the same problem with like an MMO. And like, there's a couple MMOs that I've played. I mentioned Final Fantasy 14 is one. But like Elder Scrolls Online does it too, where it's like you can sign in and get like a cool mount, and it's like, I just don't care. Like, I mean, like if I'm done with if I'm done with the game, it doesn't matter what you offer me. I just don't care because it just feels like a chore. Like I'm signing in to just sign in to then sign out. And I feel like it would be the same thing with Dead by Daylight, where it's like if you sign in, you get 1,000 blood shards or something, and it's just like, I just don't care. Like, they need to do more events like this, but I do hope that maybe with time they tweak them, you know, they balance them, they think about how to make it interesting for both players, survivor wise and killer wise, because right now it does feel like you just want to pick the killer with the best like finding power, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Like then you win. But with that all being said, I'll end the stream there. Again, it was still super fun. I don't mind playing Dead by Daylight. I never have. But obviously, I'm an old veteran. I'm allowed to say what I wish existed and doesn't.
We are some of the oldest players at this point.
Yeah.
Like, we started in 2016. It's
The
crazy
only-
to think that it's been like 8 years of Dead by Daylight at this point.
The only weird thing about it was that I was the one that got you into it, but then you played it more than I did.
I did for a time. Now I
Yeah.
think we play it the same amount.
Yeah.
I played it for like thousands of hours. I got addicted to it.
But I was the one that was like, hey, there's a cool multiplayer game, and I'll check it out. And then you did, and it was history.
And the rest was history.
Yeah. But yeah, I should be on tomorrow, same time, same place, 5 p.m. EST. Don't know what I'll do exactly. I was thinking maybe some more Call of Cthulhu, because I think a few people have requested me continuing that story. So I might swing back to it, because I might take... There might not be a stream Friday, maybe? It's hard to say. But yeah, that's all in the future. But hopefully I see you then, and goodbye for now.
Goodbye.